Fine. So we used to study these parts, right? These part and the motion in straight line. But I will be teaching before getting into this part, I will be teaching you the part titled graph. Grade 10 graph. Grade 9 graph. I need to revise a bit. Where it will be easy for you all to go through the subject, because the most questions, most of the questions are from this part. Okay. So we need the entire knowledge to go through it, right? We need the scalar, vector, time, every idea, the collective idea is required to go to this part, right? So guys, please try to understand one by one very clearly, right? Whenever I say one thing, there will be a point, right? This subject has been a mesh for most of the students, as they are not getting into it properly, right? That's the issue. Fine. Okay. Right. So we'll start with the first topic. We'll start with the first point. Before getting, put the subheading graph. Graph. Write down the graphical representation graphical representation of data is known as graph. The graphical representation of a data, of a sum of data, collective data, we call what? A graph. Right? The graphical representation of data is known as graph. Fine. So in graph there are two axes. What are they? The y-axis, is vertical axis. There will be an x-axis, horizontal axis. So in y-axis, the up direction is plus, and horizontal, the right direction is plus. Okay, you know, I simplify, say it here. See, whenever you draw a graph, this is y-axis and this is x-axis. This up direction is used to be plus value. The right direction going to be plus value, right? That idea what I give here. Right. A graph can be explained by 2 points, two points or two factors. Two factors. Two factors. Right. The first factor, m the gradient, Second, see the intercept. So gradient defines the slope of graph. The slope of graph, slope of graph. Intercept indicates the point, where graph meets y-axis. Indicates the point where graph meet y-axis. Right? Right. Shall I raise it? Okay, you know this. You guys know the part. It is a basic graph part. Some people you might have not familiar with it. So let's say that there's a graph. So here see, we are not labeling these two as graph. These two are Cartesian plane, right? These two are what? The Cartesian plane. They are not the graph, right? Cartesian plane. So let's say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? So I'm just marking a graph, marking a point, right? Let's say that. So in this case, the y-axis, x-axis, we call them the Cartesian plane, and this is graph. This is basically the graph, right? Not this and this. Don't misunderstand. Most of you are misunderstanding that. This and this, not graph, right? Sorry, this is the dots, the connected dots, that is known as graph. Whenever I say in future that the point where graph meets x-axis or graph meets y-axis, graph means this is the graph. Meets x-axis means the point where it meets x here, right? Y-axis mean here. Don't confuse yourself, right? This is the thing what we call graph, okay? So just sketch it. Guys, find the gradient. You know. Find the gradient. You people know that. How to find it, you know. Right, let's try. Make it fast. Right, come on. How to find the gradient? How to find the gradient? Right. First, take two coordinates. Come on. Write down the steps. Write down the step. Consider two coordinates. Consider two coordinates in graph. Right. So what I first the first step what you should do? The step one. Come on, guys. This is the very most important point. Even some students miss it. Right. Take two coordinates. It's mandatory to take two coordinates. Right. We'll take two coordinates. This coordinate I label as the coordinate one. This how to write the coordinates? How to write? How you can write it? 1, comma 2. How is going to be? 1, comma 2. Right. So it's going to be 1, comma 2. So what about the second coordinate? Let's say that here it is. This point. Right. We'll take the coordinate. How is going to be? 5, comma 6. First the x value and the y value. X value 5, y value 6. Right. Take two coordinates, subtract one from another. Subtract one from another. You can either subtract this from this from this, no issues. Subtract one from another. So if I do here, 2 minus 6 is going to be minus 4. 1 minus 5 is going to be minus 4. Right? 2 minus 6 minus 4. 1 minus 5 minus 4. Right? So this is the delta y value, change in y value, and this is the change in x value. Gradient represents us delta y over delta x. Delta y is minus 4, delta x is minus 4. Answer is going to be 1. Right? This is the way. Any coordinate, you can take any two coordinates, right? Any two coordinates and go for the answer. Make it fast. Delta x mean different. The answer should be 1. Answer should be 1. Answer should be 1. right? Okay, okay, okay. So next question, find the intercept. Intercept, how to find the intercept? The point, the graph, the point where the graph meet x-axis. This is the graph, y-axis. This is the graph, this is the y-axis, where it meets at 1. Graph meets y-axis at 1. So the intercept is 1. Very good, plus 1. Fine. Right? We'll try another question. We'll try another question. We'll try another question. Right. Right? So this is the graph. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 4, 2. Right, 5. 5. So find the gradient. Find the gradient. Gradient. Right? How the gradient is to be? Gradient is 8. No, I don't think so. Right? Let's take two coordinates first. Two coordinates. Two coordinates first. 2 comma 5. 2 comma 5. 4 comma 4. Right? 4 comma 4. So if you subtract one from another, 5 minus 4, 1, 2 minus 4, minus 2. So this is the delta y value, this is the delta x value. Gradient equals delta y over delta x. Delta means difference, right? difference. So here delta y is going to be 1 by minus 2. So the answer will be minus 0.5. Minus 0.5. Very good. Refa good. Minus should be there. Minus should be there. If not, the gradient is wrong. So intercept is simple, eh? What is intercept? What is C here? Simply you can say 6. That's the C. Fine. Right. Okay. So that's enough. That's enough. Put the heading type. Type. Sorry, scale and vector quantity. Put the heading scale and vector quantity. Sorry. Scale and vector quantities. Scale and vector quantities. Right. Write down scalar quantities. The quantities which can be defined only with magnitude are known as scalar quantity. Scalar quantity. I'll explain what it is. Wrong, wrong. Right? So here see, there are some quantities, right, where you can express it or the define it using only the magnitude, only the amount. For example, if anyone asks you or me, what is my mass, right? What is my mass? I can simply answer that I am, let's say about a 55, let's say that I am 55 kilogram, right? I don't need to say 55 kilogram, right side, left side, up, down. I don't need to say the direction, right? So mass is a quantity, which can be expressed or which can be delivered, the idea can be given only by the magnitude. That amount is sufficient. If you say about that amount, that's sufficient. You don't need to think more and confuse yourself with direction, right? For example, if I ask you what is the um, energy, what is the energy you spent on playing, okay, what is the energy you spent on playing, simply you can answer I spent 100 joules, 200 joules, 300 joules, and you don't need to say I spent 300 joules right side, left side. Direction is not sufficient. Also, if I ask you what is the sum of 5 kilogram and 3 kilogram, you can simply say 8 kilogram, right? 5 kilogram plus 3 kilogram, it will no issues, right? So scalar quantities does not require direction. So write down, does not require a direction. A direction. Another point, can be add or subtracted in usual method. If I ask you what is the sum of 5 kilogram and 3 kilogram, simply you can say 8 kilogram, no issues. 500 joules, 300 joules, 800 joules, no issues. But if I ask you, what about 5 Newton and 3 Newton? You can't say 8 Newton, guys. You can't say like that. Because we are not aware about the direction. We don't know 5 Newton, that side, this side, up or down, right? It's a vector. Okay? So put the heading, if you're done with it, examples, so write some examples, energy, mass, pressure, what else? Time, speed, distance. Oh, mass, time, speed, distance. Distance has no displacement. Whenever Shahida, whenever you discuss a direction, sorry, you discuss a distance with direction, 3 kilometer north, 3 kilometer south. When you say like that, it becomes a displacement, right? Okay, distance and displacement are two different things. Displacement is a vector, but distance is not. Right? Finished? For the heading, vector quantity. The quantities which require magnitude and direction for the description or for the definition are known as vector quantity. Vector quantity are known as vector quantity. Down mass time distance. Down mass time distance. Distance. Right. So write down. Cannot add or subtract in usual mathematical method. If I ask you to add 5 Newton with 3 Newton, you can't say 8 Newton, guys. It's not equal because we don't know about the direction. We don't know about the direction. Right? We don't know. We are not aware about the direction. So you can't just say 5 Newton plus 3 Newton is 8 Newton. Right? We should get to know about the direction. Even any vector quantity, when you express it, for example, if I ask you that I'm punching this board, and I ask you what is the force I exert on it. If I ask you what is the force I exert on it, you can't just say 10 Newton. You should say which direction it is. Which direction? It was toward the board. Right? So the most important thing, the vector quantities cannot be defined only with the magnitude. You need the direction as well. For example, if I ask you, what is your weight? Weight is a type of force, so it is a vector. If I ask you, what is your weight? You should say, right, if you are 50 kilogram, you become 500 Newton, and it is downward. Okay, it is downward. You should say the direction. Hereafter, guys, whenever any vector quantity defined, whenever you define any vector quantity, it can be any vector quantity, please make sure, right, that to describe with the direction. Understood what I say? Hereafter, I will ask you a question, what is the acceleration? Yeah, you can write the acceleration, 5 meters second minus 2. 5 meter per second, and then put the direction, right or left or up or down. Please make it. That's what I say. Whenever you describe anything, right? It can be, if I ask you what is the force exerted on me, what is the force? Immediately, right? 5 Newton. What 5 Newton? Up or down? Yeah, you should say, right? What is the velocity? 3 ms minus 1. Which direction? Right or up or left or which direction? North, east, which direction? Any vector quantity when you define, make sure to give the direction with it. If you don't give the direction, that's wrong. Okay? So write down, write down. Weight is a force. Weight is a force. Mass is different. No. 50 kilogram means it is mass. 500 Newton, it becomes weight. Write on the examples. Velocity, force, acceleration, displacement, momentum. Let's write down there. Fine. Weight is a type of force. Yeah, weight is a vector quantity. Weight, fine. Weight. Gravitational force we call weight, right? Gravity is basically an acceleration. It's a vector. It has a direction. Gravity always downward, has a direction. Right. Right, guys? If you are done with it, we'll start the distance displacement. Tomorrow we will be doing distance, displacement, and speed and velocity. Speed, velocity. We'll complete those 4 titles tomorrow, right? Those 4 titles tomorrow, inshallah. Wait. So at what time class will be end, sir? Because I don't know. Yeah, here's it. I'm going to end the session. So tomorrow we'll start at 5. Today I thought of making through YouTube. The issue because there's a lot have registered, right? Yeah, there are a lot have registered. I'll extend the Zoom subscription, right? I'll extend it, no issues. So please share the word with your friends, right? Please share the words with your friends. Also, you will get an LMS today. The outsiders, you will get an LMS. Please work on it, right? Okay, so we'll end the session. No, in MCQ, the paper does wrong, no issues, but better not to do. Okay, so we'll end the session. If you have any issues, please let me inform, right? Okay, bye.